What's going on, everyone? Casey Veggies here with my new sidekick, Baby Veggies, young Rowan Woodward Funk, born October 22nd, 2022, and he has been an absolute delight. But, you know, caring for a newborn means less time doing just about anything else because all you're doing is focusing on this little man. And that means less time in the kitchen, less time in the garden, two things that I love doing. Luckily, friends and family have come to the rescue, dropping off food and other supplies, you know, making our lives easy these past 3 weeks. So huge shout out to that whole community. Thank you. But I have missed the garden. I've missed the kitchen. And plus, I know there's a bunch of fresh veggies out there, fall veggies just waiting to be harvested. So today, I'm going to pop out to the garden, see what we have out there, see what's fresh, see what's ready. And I'm going to make one of my fall staples, something that I make every year. And in fact, have probably made a video making it in years past, but that's roasted root vegetables and squash. You know, this is, again, something I make every year, a favorite of mine. But the beautiful thing is it can be different every year depending on what's fresh, depending on what you have in the garden, or what you get at the farmer's market or the supermarket, you know, depending on what route you go. But, you know, out there, I know I've got some beets. I think I have some carrots and some parsnips that are probably ripe and full size. Got some leeks that I'm going to add to it. Definitely some squash, delicata, and butternut. And we're going to go out, pick them, bring them in, get them cleaned up, washed, chopped, and get them in a roasting dish to make a medley of roasted root vegetables. And it's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. So I'm going to pass little man off to his mom, and I'm going to pop out to the garden and get some of those things. So let's go. So first of all, we'll pick a little delicata and butternut squash to add to the medley. We'll leave those right there before we head out into the garden. Next up, some fall beets here in the beet patch. They're a little small, but that'll work well for roasting with a bunch of other vegetables. Strategically harvesting them to kind of thin them out so the ones that I leave do have the chance to get bigger. So I got 3 little small beets. Just a note, I sowed those beets on August 28th, and now we're back at my carrot patch, which was sowed at the very end of July, I think like July 30th. And so they've been growing underground since then. So I'm gonna harvest a couple and see how they are. And that's a nice carrot. That's an exciting carrot. Couple of carrots, beautiful. And I sowed parsnips that same day, end of July again, and they didn't come up all that well, but so then I planted lettuces in the same bed, thinking that the parsnips weren't going to do much. I planted lettuces and leeks, but then some parsnips actually came up, so I have, you know, no expectations for them, but we're gonna see. And well, yeah, you know, a little parsnip, it'll add to the medley for sure. Again, we're gonna have squash, beets, parsnips, carrots, so we're gonna have lots of stuff in there. I'll harvest one more just for fun. Yeah. So they're small, but you know, they got overcrowded because I planted other stuff in that same bed. So no surprises there, but they're still going to add some color, or I guess lack thereof, being that they're white. But some they're going to add something to the roasted root vegetable medley, which is great. All right, now before we go in, we're gonna harvest a leek to add to it. there we go. That's a nice little harvest right there. Carrots, parsnips, beets, leeks, and we're gonna head back inside. We'll grab those squash and a couple of dried cayenne peppers to add some heat to this medley. And we're gonna go inside, get these cleaned up, and get them in a pan for roasting. All right, so I've got my veggies washed and prepped and cut into similar size pieces so that they all roast at about the same time. And I've got my oven preheating to 400 degrees, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put my veggies into this roasting pan here, kind of keeping them in their own separate little corners. I got my carrots going in, got some parsnips going in. We've got delicata squash that will get tucked right in there. We've got butternut squash diced up over in that corner. We've got beets peeled and cut that are going to go into that corner. A little bit more room for the delicata, the butternut. And so it makes this nice little beautiful colorful array of veggies. I've got chopped garlic that I've left kind of in nice large chunks, and I'm just gonna spread that out through the medley, just like that. We've got 2 cayenne peppers, whole with the stems on. I'm gonna pull these, they're gonna cook with the vegetables, but I'm gonna pull them out once they're done. So we're not gonna de-seed them or anything like that. They're just for flavor and a little heat. So we'll just tuck those right in there. And then I've got my leeks chopped up, just the white part, and just come over the top. Although first I'm gonna put a little olive oil on these, like that. Little salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna come over the top with the leeks and just kind of spread them out all over my vegetables. A little bit more olive oil, and I'll dash of salt. Again, a little bit more pepper, and we'll call that good. All right, so these have been cooking for about 25 minutes, and they're coming out looking pretty darn good. A fork prick test indicates they're done. Beets are soft, carrots are soft, parsnips soft, squash is soft, so that's a wrap on our roasted root vegetables and squash medley. Go home and make this at home. This is an easy and delicious dish, a staple and a favorite of fall. So thanks for checking us out. Casey Veggies, my new sidekick, Baby Veggies. We're having fun out here, people. Peace.